Hey, welcome to So Awkward. It's me, Don.
I'm Jester.
And we just saw the Ghostbusters. Hey, welcome to So Awkward. It's me, Don.
I'm Jester.
And we just saw the new Ghostbusters movie. Hey, welcome to So Awkward. It's me, Don.
I'm Jester.
And we just saw the Ghostbusters.
Hey, welcome to So Awkward. I'm Jester.
And I'm Don.
We just saw Ghostbusters. What'd you think?
I didn't like it.
Loved it!
You're watching So Awkward. This is Freddy Krueger saying hi.
Can we be done with this review?
I don't know if this should go up.
What's going up? We filmed this like 100 times, and if there's a lot of weird edits, that's why. This is the third attempt at reviewing this movie. It's been a weird day. Anyway.
I loved this movie.
Why did you love this movie?
I thought this was a great movie, but I was very aware that you were not laughing.
For the record, I turned off Bridesmaids because I didn't think it was funny. Biggest movie of the year came out, probably. Beloved. I've never liked a Melissa McCarthy movie. I'm not a huge Kristen Wiig fan, although I think she's talented. I don't watch SNL. I don't know who any of these people are. Because I want you to convince me why this movie didn't suck.
I don't think I can convince you that it didn't suck.
Convince them.
I don't think I can. Everyone already has an idea of what this movie is, and people are going to go into it, if they see it at all, hating it. Because that's the way people already feel about it. You got these pops for $4 each. The toys are on clearance at Target.
Before the movie even came out.
Right. The trailer on YouTube is the most disliked video ever on YouTube. People already hate this movie, and nothing I can say will change their minds. And that's part of what makes me so angry about this entire thing.
Because I don't know if people know this. I don't really hear people talking about it too much. The Ghostbusters in this movie are all women. Little known fact. People have said awful things. Calm down, everybody. I didn't like this movie. I didn't expect to like this movie, but I would say I went into it with a fairly open mind. I didn't like this movie for structural reasons, script reasons. I don't care who's playing the Ghostbusters. I don't think you can remake a great movie to great success. But I would give props to all of the actresses. I think they all did fine. Some better than others. I mean, I respect their bravery and even taking on what I consider to be a misguided idea. Not casting women as Ghostbusters, but just remaking any beloved, iconic movie like Ghostbusters. This is not an insult to the original. It was in fact reverent of the original. There were a lot of, cameos from everybody except for Rick Moranis. Lots of in-jokes. Some of which didn't really land for me because they all stood out. But I think the people who made this movie clearly love Ghostbusters and they wanted to do right by it. I didn't think it was very funny, and I didn't find the story engaging. But that's me. I don't find Melissa McCarthy funny. Here's what I'll say about this movie. The original was something completely original and new. Nobody had ever seen anything like it before. In terms of just the storyline, the way it was like a sci-fi horror comedy. It was just completely new, and that's part of the reason why it became so popular. Whereas this movie felt like the Ghostbusters concept turned into every Melissa McCarthy movie.
I think you have to take a movie that's already been made if you are going to give it an all-female lead. Otherwise, people won't watch it. You need to go back to something that has already captivated people in order for anybody to even consider watching an all-female lead. Otherwise, people won't even consider it. They needed something that was already there that people knew.
At the end of the day, it's for me, and you can go more, your opinion on one. For me, it's just a movie that I didn't find that funny, but it was fine. But you loved it. People in the theater loved it. There was a lot of laughter.
This isn't just a movie. I don't ever get to see a lineup like this. But I don't get to sit down in a theater and look at Kate McKinnon on screen, or any Kate McKinnon on screen. How many lesbian actors can you say have starred in a film this summer?
I don't know.
Kate McKinnon.
Is this the first summer blockbuster starring women? I mean, the only one I can think of is like a Tomb Raider, but I don't know if that was there's a dog crawling on my foot. Because they make movies like Bridesmaids, huge hit, but I mean it had women in the title, marketed towards women. This wasn't even. This was just like a summer blockbuster.
Right.
There was no mention of women's lib in the movie. They weren't. This is to this film's credit. They weren't being empowered women. They were just characters. Unless I'm forgetting something.
No, they were presented as normal people.
They were presented
No, I chose
glorified.
I chose that deliberately.
Okay. Part of my problem with this movie, structurally, is like the ending of the original film is really kind of low key. I mean, they go to the top of the building and they're attacked by a giant mushroom.
Marshmallow.
They're attacked by a giant marshmallow. But this movie ended and I'm not criticizing this movie. This movie ended the way all big action movies end now, with a huge battle with computer generated monsters everywhere. I mean, it was epic. It was well done. But I don't like when the Avengers ends with like a huge battle where everything looks CG. And I was disappointed that the Ghostbusters ended with a huge battle. I mean, it was exciting. But like when they were like dodging stuff and like, I think it lost them being scientists. But you describe them as superheroes. So maybe, if the original Ghostbusters got into a fight, they would have all died. Whereas I think they got a little too physical for me. But that's the way I'm complaining about all movies because do you know what I'm saying? Like all movies end with these giant battles. This was like Man of Steel level of destruction of the city. Like it was crazy.
I don't really get it.
You don't get why I didn't like that?
Yeah. They were fighting ghosts. Like, why can't they fight ghosts?
I keep looking at the pops as though they're real people.
Right, I know it. I have motioned to them multiple times,
Right.
like they're real people. There's a picture going around. I've seen it on Tumblr. I don't know if other people are aware of it. But it's Kristen Wiig at what I believe is some sort of premiere of the movie. And there are two little girls that are staring at her in awe. And that's why this is more than a movie. Little girls don't ever get to be empowered. And here they do. And that's why I call them superheroes. Girls don't get superheroes. If I would have been 8 years old watching what we just watched right now, it would have made such a huge impact on me. Probably the way Ghostbusters made an impact on you. In that, a little kid me probably would have thought, I can do that.
She was my favorite. Patty, every line she had made me laugh. I could tell she's funny, but her character was just a little too quirky for me. And that's not code for lesbian. If you see the movie, you'll know what I'm saying. Like, she she was dancing with like blowtorches and like the lab. I was like, put out the fire. I guess basically I am Aaron Gilbert.
You are. I actually took a quiz today to find out which one I am.
Who are you?
I'm Patty.
For real?
Yeah.
It is disappointing that for such a progressive movie with an all-female cast, which we said is groundbreaking and important, why was the black lady why was the black character not a scientist?
Right. That's my problem with this movie. She's the one that knows the city.
And they went out of their way to make her smart. Because there was
absolutely.
Because she knew the history like of that haunted hotel.
But they didn't make her a scientist.
They didn't make her a scientist.
So you're gonna say to skip this movie?
I'm gonna say this. If you saw the trailer and you love Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig and you like them doing their shticks that I feel like they do in all of their movies, go see this movie. If you love the Ghostbusters, it's a reverent. It's a likable movie. It's not unexciting. It's not boring. The special effects were great. Some of the action set pieces, while I thought they went over the top, they were incredibly well done. A lot of the dialogue was funny. So I don't know. I don't want to say skip it. Give it a try. If you want to see cameos by the original members, none of whom were funny. All of whom looked bored, except for Annie Potts. She was very funny. Bill Murray did not want to be there. I don't know why he was not funny or interesting. Chris Hemsworth was in there. I guess if you like Chris Hemsworth. I didn't find him funny. Go see it. I mean, I hope it's a hit. They're likable ladies. They're likable people. Except for Melissa McCarthy. She's completely unlikable to me. I'll never like Melissa McCarthy. I didn't like it, but I respect what they tried to do, and I think they accomplished what they wanted to do, which was make a funny movie.
That you don't think is funny?
I don't think it's funny, but one of the reasons I love the original Ghostbusters isn't even the jokes. Like, I love the mythology and just how serious they take all the supernatural stuff. I love the look of the buildings, and the ghosts are really neat. Whereas this if you took out all the comedy from the original Ghostbusters, I think it would still be a neat supernatural thriller. Whereas if you took out all the comedy from this movie, it would be hollow and there'd be nothing there. But the comedy, a lot of it was very funny. What do you have to say? I'll let you close it.
I don't believe I can step away from this to review it.
It's been a tough one.
I have not enjoyed filming this anytime we've done it. And no matter how many times we do this, I don't say any of the things I want to say.
Say what you want to say.
It's just not there. We could sit here all night, I wouldn't say it.
What do you want to say? Hey, the dog is wobbling the camera. It wasn't an earthquake. It was a daisy quake.
I'm trying to hurry this because we have pizza coming.
And
I mean,
hot.
Like, this might be our pizza. In fact, I think it is.
I say skip. Here, we'll continue this inside.
I'm not telling anybody to see this. Daisy, stop.
Daisy!
Daisy, come here.
She was just nominated for an Emmy for Saturday Night Live. Is she funny on the show? What she does?
I've never seen Saturday Night Live, really.
So how do you know who she is?
She's a lesbian.
Yeah.
I saw her on Ellen DeGeneres, and she was dressed up as Ellen DeGeneres.
She danced in this movie. There was an extended musical sequence. It wasn't extended. I don't like people dancing. I'm like the father from Footloose. I don't like anything. No, you're the one who doesn't like anything. Neither of us like anything. Don't see this movie, and don't see any movie, and go home and shoot yourself. Can we be done with this review?
don't know if this should go up.
What's going up?
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Sit. Stay. Stay.